my responsibility to express an opinion on those financial statements. The second paragraph says that my audit was made in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards, and those standards require that I plan and perform the audit and to obtain a reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements are free of material misstatement. The third paragraph is the opinion paragraph, and it's basically summarizing it. It says that the following financial statements present fairly the financial position of the city at September 30th, and the changes in financial position and cash flow for the year then ending conform to the generally accepted accounting principles. What that means to you as a council, that's a clean opinion. That's what you want to hear, and that's what your debt holders also require of you. Questions over the government statements? If not, let's look at the next government-wide statement, our statement of statement of activities. Again, in this particular statement, we go in and we take out all your capital outlays that you have in your budget. We set those up, we depreciate those, we record interest, accrue the interest, other things that are applicable from the accrual method that's a little bit different from what we do in our government-wide funds. You're used to receiving the quarterly reports also in your budget that sessions that you do. So if we look across the top of the page, you'll see that we refer to expenses on expenditures because we do record depreciation. You see the figures for our government activities. The figures is going to be the difference in your expenses and your program revenues. And what we're doing here is measuring the cost of each one of those particular departments or functions, if you will, to the taxpayers. So as you notice down at the bottom, you see our general revenue. We do not allocate any property tax, sales tax, or print tax, any of that to those. To cover, and that's what it costs each one of those departments for that revenue that covers those. Under our business activities, as we mentioned a while ago, is going to be our water and sewer fund, and it comes across, as you can tell, the net difference in it. Any questions you might have had as you read through this particular statement? If not, let's look at Exhibit A3, the next statement that we have. As we look at this statement, it's one of our government-wide statements. We go back to reporting on the basis of your budget. The numbers are going to be, and the terminology is going to be a little bit more familiar to you that you're used to going through in your budget sessions that you have and approving the budget itself. So if we look at the balance sheet for your governmental funds, and we look across the top, your general fund, you're familiar with it. Then we have our capital projects where we're trying another governmental fund type. Included in your other governmental funds is going to be your debt service fund, our hotel motel fund, our drug seizure fund, the money that we have with it, are all included in our other governmental funds. Again, as you look at your assets, cash and investments are going to be the same. Our property taxes is a little bit different.